So I have your portfolio lined up here, Samantha. You'll have to excuse me. I'm getting really super stuffed up here. All right. So this is your logo, I presume. And I noticed one thing from the first page to the second page is that the logo changes. So here you have, presumably, if this is your opening page, then the person who's looking at your portfolio is going to say, okay, this must be the logo. So as we change, now we see it's different. This color is different here. And the type is not there anymore. So really think about consistency there. As far as what you've done working into your presentation, I can see that at the first page you just go into your resume. So what I want you to do is instead of just going into your resume, the first thing I want you to do is design this logo, get it so it's completely ready to go, consistent. Decide where the type goes, put it there, leave it there for the rest of the presentation. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, don't change the logo. Get it to a point of refinement and use it. And then inconsistencies like this. Here you have yourself listed as Samantha Payne, and then here you have yourself listed as Samantha C. Payne. So little inconsistencies like that could end up, in the long run, could end up costing you a job. Just by misidentification and little simple innocuous things like that. Okay. Otherwise, the resume looks good. I would not use a gradient in the resume. I would take that out. Okay. And then don't forget, you need to have typically what you want to do is you want to design your logo, then design your letterhead with your logo and your business card, and then your envelope. And then you put your resume information on that letterhead, okay? So then let's move over here. This page 3 is blank for some reason, and then page 4, and as you're going into your design, I think this is so smart, just leaving it just really minimal like this. And believe me when I tell you the reviewer or the person that's reviewing the work is really going to appreciate that as well. I think you've done a pretty good job paying attention to the grid up here. I think in other areas, you've really done a wonderful job paying attention to the grid. Right here, it's just beautiful. This is a little strange. I would rather have you line this up here and this here and leave this blank than have these staggered like that. Remember, establish a grid and stick with it. For example, here you've got this maze. That's what you don't want. You want these little mazes going through your compositions. You do not want that. Try to avoid that at all costs. I mean, even if you have to recompose these and to make the grid something that is now, don't get me wrong. This is better than just haphazardly putting things on a page. At least you're working within that predefined area, and that is very smart. I would say that you could use that predefined area on every one of your pages, and it looks like you're trying to, and for the most part, you're very successful. The work looks great. I have no problem with the work. Your type is real funky on this page right here. You want to check that. Nice. Again, this is good. Good. Your work looks great. Your presentation looks great. I mean, I think everything looks really nice. I'd say, and this is good. So you left those blank like that. That's so smart. It's good. It's good layout. It's good practice. Do you have a logo? I'd love to see a designer's logo on each one of these pages. I really would. Just right up there. Bloop, bloop. Your a monogram, whatever, anything I mean, this is too much, I think. This, of course, we can't use that, but it's really interesting because your presentation is so minimal and so beautifully simplistic. and so beautifully minimal that it's just difficult to imagine anybody making any mistakes as to what the intent is. But then I have this logo is not what I would call minimal. It is not what I would call um, minimal design, minimal concept, minimal approach. So that's what I like to see. Even just an SP is fine. Just anything that's a visual identifier with you. And then, of course, after the class closes out, you have time to rework that and to finesse that as you see fit. All right. Excellent job, Samantha. Work on that little stuff. I mean, you have time. You can get it in if you want. And then we have our final presentation week 6, and that's it. So, all right. Thanks very much. Good job.